Horse racing fans, what's going on? It's HRG. We're back with Starters Order 7. As always, thank you guys so much for the love and support, the positive comments, the help, anything you guys have contributed, man. I really do appreciate it. And I'm glad to just have so many people from all over the world, man. It's amazing. Some of you are from places I haven't learned, as much as I probably should about, but I think that's awesome. And that to me is one good thing about YouTube. You can connect with so many people across the planet. I just think that's really unique. And it's hard to do that in a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to, for some people when YouTube is work and it's a business, and then for others like me where it's more so a hobby. And yeah, sure, I would like to scale things up and do bigger things with the channel. Like long term, I do have goals. I would love to vlog and to do more stuff in the horse racing scene, but I'm still learning a lot. You see, I've always been a pretty casual horse racing fan. I haven't spent a lot of time around a lot of people in the business, at least physically, mainly because I just didn't have the time. But I'm at that point now where I have the time. I'm no longer doing activities or sports or jobs that have taken so much of my time away from doing those type of things, when I was in a position to maybe make that happen. But yeah, I would love to do vlogs. I would love to, do some of the stuff like Sketchy, obviously what you do. I know that's probably something you're actually trying for a career, and that's awesome, man. I think that's really, really neat. But yeah, I do want to bring some things to this channel. It's going to take a while. I can't say expect anything like that anytime soon. But when I'm in the position, yes, I would love to do something like that. Long term, I think that'd be a really cool thing. But anyways, we're going to get into today's episode here. We have 4 horses. 2 of them need to be trained. We just recently acquired a 4-year-old colt. Excuse me, King Fong. No idea how long I'll keep him for. I want to see how he does in his first race. We're going to go ahead and do some training here. And I think doing a mile training session should be fine. And as far as who I want to take the lead between Desert Glow and King Fong, I'm going to select King Fong. I want to see how he holds up. So we'll get this one training session done. I think I'm slowly starting to realize, for me, the best way to approach training in this game is to do one session like every 2 weeks and then allow my horses to rest. That seems to be giving them overall better consistency and better preparation compared to when I was doing too much training or when I wasn't doing anything. I just think maybe once every 2 weeks seems to be the ideal threshold I should aim for. All right, so this is a long training session, 6.5 furlongs to go. We're obviously not going to watch this all the way through. King Fong is the horse in front. The gray is Desert Glow behind. Let's skip to the end. And King Fong is not even keeping up with Desert Glow. There's Desert Glow, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 seconds behind. Yikes. It usually tends to happen in these training sessions, but it is what it is. Let's see what the notes are. So let's go ahead and look at look at King Fong's notes. I don't think leading really suits him. Yeah, probably not. And Desert Glow is lacking fitness. Shocker. All right, so that is it for the training. So what we're going to do now is give these horses time to kind of relax. And Ribbons and Bows is ready to go. Desert Glow still needs a little bit more time. So Ribbons and Bows still have not received a win in a long time. But that's because she's running against tougher competition. I really would prefer to drop her in class, but those races for her are not really popping up. So let's go ahead and select Ribbons and Bows. And she does run at the 6 furlong distance, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and see what I see. C2 handicap's a little bit better than a C1. These are the only 2 races she can do. That really stinks. She'll have a late declaration if I put her in this 0 to 95 handicap race, which I want to do because I feel like the competition will be a little bit easier. But maybe not. Maybe that race will actually be a little bit more stacked. It is more stacked. The irony. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put her in this C2 handicap race, September 12th. And Castellano and Sajaki I feel the most confident with right now. So Ribbons and Bows, she's ready to go. She will be the post-time favorite. Or excuse me, the morning time favorite. Post-time favorite, that's not exactly how that works. So she'll be ready for that race in about a month's time. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to kind of skip a couple of days just to see if our horse's physique improves at all. If I I'm just going to skip a week. And finally, Desert Glow is ready to go. King Fong, do you need another training session, bro? Where's your conditioning at? Still a ways to go. Okay, let me skip. Can you not, like... So every time you skip a day, it's going to take you back to that screen. I just kind of wanted to track this conditioning bar. But every time I skip, it's going to kick me out of the screen. Okay, I don't like that. That's a little stupid. Yeah, that's a little bit weird, to say the least. So yeah, guys, bear with me. I just have to take a call, and I'll be right back. Hello?
Hey,
Hi. What's up?
what you doing?
Actually recording right now. I mean, I'll be done in like
Oh,
15 or 20 minutes. But what's up?
I was gonna talk to you about the Eclipse Day again, but, do your thing. You can call me back if you want or not. It's nothing urgent.
Are you at work? I mean, did you? Or
No, they closed the office at noon today, so I've been
okay.
off this afternoon. And today's my mom's birthday, so I'm driving down to Medina to
Oh, nice.
surprise her at work. So, I'll be in the car for like the next half an hour
Gotcha.
if
Okay.
you do want to call back.
Yeah. Yeah, if I get done with this video before you get there, I will. But if not, then I'll probably just shoot you a text, and you can respond
Okay.
wherever. Happy birthday to your mom. You don't have to tell her if you don't want to, but happy birthday to Miss Melody Costello.
She'd be like, "Oh, you're talking to Eric?"
Yeah, we don't even, yeah. I already know what you're probably thinking. Neither of us want to go through all that, so,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel it. But alright, yeah, I'll probably just shoot you a text after I'm done with this, if that's cool.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to you. Alright, bye. Alright, guys, sorry for that. That was actually a friend that just called. It's her mother's birthday, so I'm like, yeah, tell her I said happy B-Day. Every day is a blessing, man. And in a chaotic world, every day is a blessing. That is my one piece of life advice, if I could give it to any soul on this planet. Every day is a blessing, whether you feel like it or not, because life is crazy, man. So again, I hate that, like, I know this is a little tedious for me to be doing, but I'm trying. I skipped a race, didn't I? Oh yeah, I skipped a race. His conditioning is not improving as much. I wasn't paying attention. It's totally my fault. Desert Glow, where'd you finish? 4th out of 5th in that last race. 4th out of 5th. Where are the notes? Oh no, I take that back. That wasn't the last race. Wait. Or is it Saranic Lake? No, Saranic Lake just ran. And she won! Awesome! Saranic Lake, 3 race winning streak. I suppose we can just watch the replay now. That probably is a little bit easier. Alright, so, didn't mean to skip this race. I was just trying to see if the conditioning for King Fong would improve. I feel like I'm going to have to train him one more time. But, yeah, it is what it is. So it's going to be a field of 8. Alright. So let's see how this race goes. We know we win it, which is awesome. In Saranic Lake, she gets out like a rocket, and you can see the jockey Castellano already holding her up. Yeah, she doesn't adjust greatly to that, same as the 4-horse, which is No More Prisoners on the very outside in the lead. But to me, as long as it works, it's kind of our focus here. So, yeah, short race. I think this was 6 furlongs. And not much has changed in regards to the running. The horses are essentially in their same lanes that they started at. I'm sure they'll start to move now. Saranic Lake, now she'll go ahead and go around the 6-horse. That is Sea of Time. I believe we are now at the 2.5 furlong marker, or is it 3? No, it actually should be 3. 2 furlongs should be as soon as we hit the top of the stretch here. And, yep, there's 2 furlongs left to go, and here comes Saranic Lake. She's not even pushing it yet. And now, look at that. Look at that surge from our gray Saranic Lake. Barely had to do anything. Now she'll poke in front, approaching the furlong marker. Less than a furlong left to go. Jockey's going to look back, give her one encouraging tap on the whip. And that is an easy cruise to victory for Saranic Lake. 3 wins in a row for our girl. Exactly what you want to see. And it's good to know that's how that race went. Awesome. Yeah, didn't mean to skip it, but the win is what's important, right? So we'll take that any day. Didn't really get any money from that, though, so that's a little bit of a bummer. She'll be ready to go again, so I'm going to just continue to skip a couple of days. King Fong, his conditioning is improving. It's just taking him a while. He probably won't be ready for a race. I hope he's ready for his race. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's go ahead and put Desert Glow into a race. In Desert Glow, 1 mile and 2 furlongs. Last effort on August 9th was not great. I'm actually going to drop the distance. Let's see. No, Desert Glow. Is it Desert Glow or Ribbons and Bows? That, no, never mind. Ignore what I'm saying. I am thinking back to something else, and doesn't matter. Anyways, let's look for an allowance race. I like this one here. Yeah, this is right up Desert Glow's alley, more or less. Still a competitive field, so it won't be the easiest of races for us, but, Okay, so there's a C1 allowance race, or there's a C2 handicap. I like the C2 handicap a little bit better, I gotta be honest with you. And I want to have the least amount of weight. I'm going to put Luze or Ortiz as a jockey for this one. So, Desert Glow, she'll be ready to go on October 2nd. So she's got a month until her next race. And Saranac Lake, let's go ahead and get you going again. Let's go 6 furlongs. She's on a 3-race winning streak. Pretty much racing her at the C2, C3 level. That seems to be working for her. Still don't think she's ready for a grade 3. I might put her in this one, though. This field's kind of wide open. I'm going to take a chance. And we'll go ahead and put Ortiz in this race with Saranac Lake as well as the jockey. So, we have all of our races. So, we have a race on September 12th. That's a C2 handicap. I'm going 6 furlongs for Ribbons and Bows. King Fong will be up the day after. So on and so forth. In fact, we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next day. Great, King Fong, finally. This green bar is much higher. Remember, it started about halfway down here when I first acquired him. Now, still not in the best shape, but we'll see what he can do. We'll see what he can do. And he actually won that selling race on August 15th when I purchased him. Did not know that. So, everybody's ready to go. I don't need to do any additional training. Let's go ahead and get Ribbons and Bows ready. She'll be in race 4 in Houston. She is the morning time. No, she's not the morning time favorite. We have 2 morning time favorites. The 2-horse, The Caretaker, and the 6-horse, Charlie Cool. But we're going off at 11-2, so that does give us a good chance. 140 weight. I just thought about it. I know these are handicap races, but does it give you an indicator of what your weight is going to be prior? It has to. I'm sure I'm just not looking at it. I'm sure prior to entering my horses in these races, I could totally see what their handicap is going to be. I need to be more mindful of that. Because that doesn't help me at all. Okay. So we're looking for race 4. If I'm not mistaken. I thought. Did I skip it? No, September 12th. I thought, okay, never mind. All over the place. I apologize, people. All right, now we're here for race 4, which will be our second race of the day, technically. Let's advance the betting to see what our final odds are. We'll go off at 7-2. The Caretaker is the post time favorite, going off at 11-4. We're carrying an extra 20 pounds of handicap, which isn't ideal. And again, this seems like a race where we're going to need a slight hold up because I think the extra weight is definitely going to be, well, it's supposed to be at our disadvantage for a reason. So as opposed to going faster and sooner in the first stint of the race, let's see if we can cool. It's supposed to be a field of, okay, it is a field of 7. No, it's supposed to be a field of 7. It's only a field of 6, so that means a horse must have scratched late last minute. All right. Well, Ribbons and Bows on the outside here in the Ronald McDonald colors. It's a short field. We shouldn't have any issues with trying to find a good space in the stretch. I'm hoping the handicap doesn't prevent us from at least finishing the top 3. Again, I definitely need to be more mindful of that going forward. All right. So we're getting a late run here on the outside, trying to go 3-4 wide here for Ribbons and Bows. I gotta admit, I'm nervous. I think the weight is obviously going to hurt us today. She's trying, but the rest of the field isn't even doing much. Now maybe she has a surge. Ribbons and Bows does have a surge, a furlong and a half left to go. Again, I'm just looking for a top 3 today. I don't think the win is on unless we're fortunate. Just going for that top 3. Charlie Cool. The other morning time favorite. Looks like they're clear out in front. Ribbons of Bows, you got to poke that head in front. Come on, we need third place. It's going to be close. Second, and she is going to finish second. All right. So that was actually a decent effort. I was a little bit worried with 3 furlongs left to go. It seemed like she was slowly starting to go backwards, and actually she was able to hold on and to still finish second with an extra 20 pounds. Steward's Inquiry, the last time I had a Steward's Inquiry, they screwed me and disqualified me for something that didn't actually make sense, not to me. Don't say it was me again. Do not say it was me. Okay, great. The stewards deemed that while Charlie Cool did not cause interference to the caretaker just inside final 2 furlongs did not affect the result of the race, so the result stands. So I'm assuming this was a steward's inquiry from the caretaker, who was actually the post-time favorite, didn't even hit the board in the top 3. I'm assuming that jockeying on that horse was the one that laid out the steward's inquiry challenge. It did not go over. Charlie Cool still remains your winner. Ribbons of Bows will still finish in second place at 7-2. We'll take it. We were just beginning to pick up towards the end. I do wonder if Ribbons and Bows can go a little bit further. It feels like that's kind of been the same note for her. Like, she'll just get up to speed in these 6 furlong races. I wonder if running her 7 may be a little bit better. So let's go ahead and skip the rest of today's races. And we'll have another one with King Fong. His first debut here for us. Hopefully, we'll see what he's made of. He'll be in race 1 here at New York, running a mile and a furlong, a field of 13, and he actually is the morning time favorite. So hopefully this will go over well. And we are getting started off with the first race here. Yeah, our weight is actually pretty decent, so let's go ahead and advance the betting and see if we still remain the post-time favorite. We do at 10-3. King Fong, if he wins today, that's great, man. He's rated 47. This is a pretty open race, pretty open field. I don't think anybody has a significant advantage. Lots of older horses, 8 and 9-year-olds. What is the purse? What is the purse? I'm looking for the card, which I think... Is it here that I go? Yeah. So, yeah, it doesn't actually tell you the purse. So, I think that was my last race anyways. Here we go. No, that's to ride the race. I don't want to do that. It's amazing. As long as I've been playing this game, I'm still sometimes kind of like figuring some things out. There's just a lot. Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just go ahead and watch the race and see how he does, right? Whatever the purse is, if we win it, then we know we're getting that money. Field 11, running a mile and a furlong. And here we go. We are off and racing. King Fong, our newest addition to the HR Gaming Stables club here, since I changed my name. And where are we at? So there's another jockey with our exact silks. We're number 6. We're way back here. You guys can see my mouse pointer on the screen. We're in this group of like 4 horses that are all trailing, essentially. So we're on the turf. Pretty quick turns. Kind of reminds me of the tracks at Gallup Racer on the Asia circuit, where turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 around the track are all so quick, so quick. So less than 6 furlongs left to go, and King Fong sitting in second to last. You see this horse with the shadow roll. I gotta admit, it would be nice to see more horses with blinkers and some tack options. I'm used to that probably from Gallup Racer and real horse racing, at least here on the North American scene. I don't think horses in Europe or other parts of the world use as much customization for the tack, and of course it's not just about aesthetics. It's mainly about actually helping the horse perform better in the race, whether you put the shadow roll, the blinkers, whatever you decide to do. I get that's the point, but yeah, it's just a little different. That's not much of a thing here in this game, but it's besides the point. Less than 2.5 furlongs now left to go. King Fong is moving up. He's supposed to be getting this win. 2 furlongs left to go. He's trying to make a charge. He's not really doing anything impressive. In fact, he's going to get absolutely swamped by the rest of the field. He's still there, but I don't think he's going to finish anywhere in the top unless he makes his move to the outside and he has a late surge. But no, he's going to drop out of camera shot here soon, most likely. No, he kind of was, kind of wasn't, but he won't finish in the top 5 unless we can really punch it in here. And we're going to finish, a point or 2 below mid-pack. And again, we were the favorite. We didn't even win. So that's not good for King Fong. And I gotta be honest, he's an endurance horse. That distance didn't seem to suit him too well. I think had that race been maybe a furlong or 2 furlongs shorter, maybe at least 2 furlongs shorter, I think he would have had a better chance. So ridden as a closer, suited well. I believe the trip suited. We can never get competitive. And that was at a 0 to 65 handicap level range. I don't know if that could have been any better had I ran him at a shorter distance. That's a little bit of a bummer, but that's, I did bid for him. 8th out of 13th. Prior to that, he was in a selling race, so I suppose that's all he can do, huh? And that purse was only $3,900. My gosh. Yeah, so we're not actually going to win money with this guy. So what I'm going to do is put him in the next auction. And maybe see again if we can get some more money. I think that makes the most sense. Let me do a quick save. And let's see if we can go to the next
In the
auction.
335 at Louisville shot in the dark is the selection to prevail at 6 to 1. While unproven on the conditions, the horse should
I
go
never
well.
realized there was a ticker that showed you this stuff at the bottom. I just noticed that as I just spoke about still learning some things about the game. Do we have a race today? I just thought about it. No race today. So as far as the sales are concerned, these are the recent sales. September 16th. Can you see ahead of time where your horses are entered into a sale, or no? You just kind of have to wait and see. And what does that mean? Okay, that's not really telling me. All right, well, what I'm going to go ahead and do, because I did enter him into the next, I'm going to go ahead and go to the race course. I'm going to skip today's racing. And there we go. All right. Let's put him in the auction and let's begin. So there's 3 horses in the auction. King Fong is one of them. I hope this idea works. I really do. So we are bidding for King Fong. And not a lot of money. In fact, this will probably not go over. Yeah, $2,300. And that's probably how it's going to stick. So I purchased him for $12K. He only sold it for $2,000. So to say the least, that failed, and that idea doesn't work as easy as I thought. But it makes sense considering the quality of horse that he is. In fact, it probably
Although
worked
the rest
better with
goes
the
well
2-year-old,
on this
right?
ground and has won at 3 o'clock, so
So
should go well in
technically
the
that was a little bit of a
distance
loss,
six.
but that's okay
Gina
because I wanted
takes the
to
ride.
see how that actually worked.
Speech alerts turned off.
And yeah, it did not work like I thought, but that's okay. That's the whole point. You kind of trial and error. So that's going to do it, guys. Feel free to let me know. Is there any way I can purchase 2-year-old? Like, where can I acquire 2-year-olds, if that's even possible, in this game? Or do you only do that via breeding? I'm not sure how that works exactly. But give me any tips and suggestions in regards to that. Thank you guys for love and support. As always, but until next time, HRG signing out. Hope you all have a great fantastic day. I will see you for some more horse racing content here very soon. Goodbye.